This story shows what really happens when someone becomes vulnerable. People don't rush to protect her, they start looking for ways to benefit. Francesca is the most desired woman in her city, and when her life falls apart, she makes a choice. She creates a private lottery, and the winner doesn't walk away with money. He will be allowed to use her in any way he wants for the next 4 years.
Francesca is living what looks like a settled, comfortable life on the outskirts of a small Italian town. She has a husband, a young daughter, enough money to live well, and a face that attracts attention wherever she goes. People admire her openly, talk about her constantly, and many of them secretly want what she has. For Francesca, this attention has always existed, but she never had to think too deeply about it because her life felt secure. That sense of security disappears in one night. While she is asleep beside her daughter, the phone rings, and within minutes, her entire world collapses. Her husband has been in a car accident and did not survive. By the next morning, she is standing in a cold mortuary with her closest friend, who is also her lawyer, forced to accept that she is now a widow, a single mother, and the only person responsible for what happens next. Her father begs her to come live with him so she does not have to face this alone, but Francesca refuses. She believes she can manage on her own, that she is strong enough and financially stable enough to survive. What she does not realize is that the town has already started watching her differently. The moment people understand she is alone, their behavior shifts. Men begin approaching her, some pretending to offer emotional support, others openly trying to insert themselves into her life, and many clearly hoping to take advantage of her situation. Francesca still believes her money will protect her from all of this until her lawyer sits her down and shows her the truth. Her husband was carrying massive debt, far more than she ever imagined. On top of that, the insurance policy expired 6 months earlier, meaning there is no safety net at all. To stay afloat, she must sell the house, the property, and nearly everything she owns. Within days, her life becomes a list of losses she never prepared for. Trying to survive, she swallows her pride and asks for work at a boutique where she once shopped as a premium customer. She gets the job, but even this small stability is taken from her when the shop owner crosses a line and she slaps him and walks out. The financial pressure keeps tightening. She sells her yacht, then the furniture, then anything that still holds value. Finally, she organizes an auction for her jewelry, watching people from the same city that once admired her now pick apart her entire life piece by piece, offering polite sympathy but no real help. The money only lasts a year, covering rent and her daughter's school fees, and once that runs out, she is back where she started. That is when a wealthy man named Enrico invites her to dinner and offers her a deal. He's lonely, his family lives in Rome, and if she becomes his companion, he will take care of all her expenses. Francesca refuses. Later, she even tries dating another rich man, hoping to secure stability through marriage. But the moment she notices his fake teeth sitting in a glass at night, she realizes how far she has drifted from the life she once had and walks away. That same night, while sitting at her best friend's house and trying to laugh about it, she notices something that hits harder than the debt or the hunger. Her own clothes, the ones she had auctioned to survive, hanging inside her friend's home. Her friend could have helped her directly, but chose instead to buy everything secretly. That discovery turns fear into anger. Later that night, Francesca calls her friend's husband over, sleeps with him, and demands her clothes back, making it clear that if he refuses, his wife will learn the truth. The next day, the clothes are returned, sold again, and in that moment, Francesca understands something that permanently changes her direction. Her beauty gives her leverage, leverage creates money, and money creates control. Soon after, she buys herself a car, not as a luxury, but as proof that she has found a way to survive in a world that was ready to consume her. Sometime later, another emotional blow hits Francesca from a direction she never expected. Her best friend storms into her house after discovering that her husband had returned a very expensive coat, one that he had secretly bought at Francesca's auction through another person. Francesca calmly tells her that the coat has already been sold again, which only makes her friend explode with anger. In that moment, she drops a truth Francesca was never prepared for. Her husband had been having an affair, and on the night of the accident, he was coming back from meeting that woman. The words land heavier than any debt ever did. Francesca goes straight to the other woman, who admits everything without hesitation. She explains that she had forced him to choose between the two of them, and in the end, just like always, he chose Francesca. Even knowing this, Francesca cannot escape the feeling of betrayal. What hurts most is not just the affair, but the realization that everyone around her knew and no one ever told her. She goes to her lawyer friend and tells him exactly what she plans to do next. She needs money, real money, and she no longer cares what it costs her. Her idea is simple and shocking. 20 of the richest men in the city will each pay $25 million. Their names will go into a draw, a lottery, and whoever's name comes out will have her for the next 4 years. The lawyer warns her that this will destroy her reputation completely, but Francesca doesn't care anymore. Her husband lied to her, the city judged her daughter still needs a future, and she is done asking for kindness. After some resistance, her lawyer agrees to help organize it. Preparations begin immediately. At one point, he takes her to a private party where all the men who want to participate are present. The moment Francesca enters the room, every conversation stops. They are drawn to her without trying to hide it. Enrico is there too, the same man who once offered her to support her quietly. He treats her with respect, reminds her of his proposal, and she feels the weight of that choice again, but she still refuses. After the party, the lawyer confirms they have exactly 20 participants. Francesca knows inside that what she is doing is wrong and that she doesn't even want to go through with it, but the decision has already been made and she keeps moving forward. Her mother also begs her to stop, offering to keep her daughter with them so Francesca doesn't have to face this alone, but Francesca refuses. She reminds her that when everything collapsed, no one truly stepped in to save her. Now she will decide her own fate. Later, she travels to a small village to meet one of the participants. The man is thrilled when he sees her, but the moment he understands that everything is about money, his excitement turns to anger and he throws her out of his house. Around the same time, she learns that one of her closest friend's husbands is also part of the auction. Her friend is furious. Francesca tries to explain, but the friendship fractures in front of her. When Francesca confronts the man, he admits something even worse. Almost all of the participants are actually her late husband's friends. The shock is overwhelming, but she still doesn't cancel. The breaking point finally comes when she discovers that even the woman who had the affair with her husband wants to join the auction. That is when Francesca completely loses her strength. She rushes back to her lawyer and tells him to return all the money. She can't go through with this. The entire situation feels unreal, like a nightmare that refuses to end. But the lawyer delivers one final truth. If she wants out, she must choose him. His name is also inside the draw. He has been one of the 20 all along, and Francesca never knew.
Francesca eventually agrees to what her lawyer suggests because at that point she has no real alternative and she still trusts him, even though somewhere inside she understands that he is no different from the others, another man attracted more to her beauty and the situation than to her well-being. What she does not know is that he has already decided to manipulate the entire process, planning to cheat the remaining 19 participants so that on the final day, his own name will be selected. One afternoon, while driving, a man suddenly runs in front of her car, crashes into it, and collapses on the road. His name is Antonio. Even while badly injured, he jokes and smiles, and Francesca, shaken but kind, brings him home and begins taking care of him. From the moment Antonio sees her, he falls for her completely and starts finding excuses to stay longer. And Francesca, noticing this, does not stop him because she genuinely enjoys his presence, his humor, and the simple warmth he brings into her heavy life. They grow close quickly. Antonio tells her he loves her and wants to spend his life with her. He asks her out. She refuses, but she cannot stop thinking about him, and for the first time in a long while, she feels something close to peace. One night, she meets Enrico again at a restaurant, and unexpectedly, Antonio arrives there and announces to Enrico that he and Francesca are deeply in love and will soon be married. Enrico explodes in anger, insults both of them, and storms out. Francesca, furious at Antonio for creating the scene, tells him to leave as well, but he follows her home, and that night their relationship truly begins. She admits to herself that she loves him, all while hiding the truth about the lottery that will decide her future for the next 4 years. Later, her lawyer takes her to meet an old, wealthy man who wants to marry her, unaware that the lawyer has already decided she will belong to him, and unaware as well that Francesca's heart is now with Antonio. Antonio, meanwhile, bonds deeply with her daughter, caring for her like a real father, something that touches Francesca more than anything else. But the fear of the truth never leaves her. When she finally tells Antonio about the auction and the money, he admits that he already knows and tells her she should not reject such an opportunity. In that moment, Francesca understands something painful. Antonio is not in love with her. He is in love with the money that is about to enter her life. Her heart breaks again, and she walks away from him. The next day, police raid her lawyer's office and uncover documents describing the auction involving 20 wealthy men paying $25 million each for a 4-year arrangement, which is treated as prostitution under the law. Evidence is found against the lawyer and the participants, and arrest becomes certain. But the lawyer claims he had already informed the police that no such lottery would take place. Francesca is then questioned, and she calmly states that the lottery is real, but the winner will not receive her. Instead, the winner will receive her yacht, which she had recently transferred to the lawyer. She explains that the participants are simply her late husband's friends who wanted to help her financially, each contributing $25 million, and the yacht is a symbolic prize. The lawyer is stunned, but forced to accept her version to save himself and the others. Francesca collects the full amount of money, leaves the city with her daughter, and disappears from Italy forever. What no one ever learns is that the police complaint was filed by Francesca herself. Every person around her tried to use her weakness, and this was her answer. This story quietly exposes a society where people are quick to take advantage, but slow to help, even when the person suffering is someone they claim to care about.